Alright, so this is glacial strata point extraction, and I had joined a friend of mine, and it was a 7 quarks, 15 apocalypse. Normal, I joined about third way in. 3 out of the 7 quarks, and I 8 out of 15 apocalypse. So far, I spawn in, see an apocalypse and an quark right away. Go to collect that. Walk over here. Can't see the floor, so I kind of just chuck it, hoping it'll fall somewhere. Try to do the fall damage save you can do as driller. Get frozen. Break free. Walk forward to go deposit the quark into the mine head. And first quark then deposited. And then here I am getting in a quark my friend pointed out in the ceiling. I try drilling up here. Start drilling. And I look behind me, I notice a bug burn it. Just get that done. And then a swarm is called in. And I don't look behind me quite yet, but I stare down my tunnel, and I see death. I burn, hooked scud, through a satchel, jump down, escaped with my life, luckily, sliver of health, start burning all the bugs in front of my face for my own safety. My friendly gunner is helping me here by shooting the bugs. Walk forward, continue, burn some more bugs, as bugs are quite common in swarms, believe it or not. Try to find even more bugs that don't exist. And I just start running around trying to find bugs to kill and also trying to avoid dying to swarm. Burn a bug. And then I am collecting another quark. This is an quark that, this is the same quark from earlier that was pinged in the ceiling. I'm just going to actually grab it this time without a swarm appearing on me. And just mine up. Drill through the wall. Trying not to fall through the ceiling. While doing so, for safety hazard reasons. Don't want to have a dwarf fall out of the ceiling. Not the best. And the ceiling is at a height that it could kill me. And we'll see why I know this later. Bugs behind me. So there were some distractions. Burn down the tunnel. Wait until it's clear. Go back to drilling. Just drilling through to get the quark, and it's a lot of navigating, waiting for the drills overheat, and getting to the quark generally here. And then I get to the quark area, or am close to it anyway. I'm trying. And trying to stay on top of finding the waypoint. If you didn't know, you can make a waypoint in Deep Rock Galactic by holding the control and pressing E. It'll throw up at a waypoint that you can see until you make a new one or the end of the mission. Mine it down, try to ping it for my friend, and oh, I fall to my death. And let's just cut to me being rezzed, because sitting and doing nothing is quite boring to watch, honestly. I get up, some bug wave spawn, so I'm killing those. I figure out that I can burn the ground and point it out to my friend. And now to deposit the second quark that I have gotten. And then onto the swarm that happened later on. Yeah, this was a bad cut, but it's fine. Going around, burning Praetorians, burning bugs, doing what Drilla does best. Napalm, death. And trying not to get frozen by the freeze vents of death. One would think fire would not work all that well in a very icy area, but in fact it gets a bit of a bonus because all the bugs are adapted to the cold. It's cool how they have those little bonuses and negatives in the game. Looking around for bugs to kill, still. Bugs are pain. Walking up here, following my friend as he said there was a cork this way, there's a gold chunk, we've mined it, I think, by this time. Sitting somewhere near the extraction point extraction pod. Burn the bug behind me, continue drilling through. Usefully use my satchel for the first time, and apparently the last. Walk through, see another cork in the ceiling, and I go to drill it out. We're currently sitting at 6 out of 7 corks. My friend got a cork that I obviously couldn't record as I don't get his perspective. So I'm just drilling this one out of the ceiling. This is the last cork of the mission. Grabbing it, and we'll deposit here in a moment once I grab it and figure out where in the world it is. And it's right around there. Yeah. So start walking home with the cork. Get back. But showing that is boring, so let's just skip to the fun part. Walking through here, grabbing the cork, depositing it, putting it away, failing, actually realizing my impact axes exist, looking at them, surprised they exist, and then continuing to run around. Drilling a hole in the ground with fire because I thought it might be funny. I needed to resupply anyway. My friend calls in the drop pod, and I get a resupply. And this entire video is just a PSA on don't look down. Make sure you figure out that there's a hole below you, as this was quite painful. I ended up being left behind because of this, because no one wanted to go down and get me. We just agreed that that was not a good decision. And so my friend is just going to get to the drop pod alone, missing a person. He came down here with one person, he's going back up with one person, apparently. And that's the end of the mission, and here is your quiet.